Hi guys, so how'd you like my little Warhammer 40k kit bash here? It's kind of like the Great Unclean One's younger weird brother, I think. Yeah, not too sure what he is. Had fun making him. Yeah guys, let me know in the comments what you think this guy should be called, and can he be used in any Warhammer 40k games as a sort of, well, a different sort of version of what it should be really. So I've got a lot of leftover parts from quite a variety of sets. This one's from the Wrath of the Soulforged King. And yeah, obviously I did have the Great Unclean one, so I got a few bits from that. This one, I'm not too sure. Basically guys, I get all my bits and pieces from Chaos Cards. There's a link in the description. If you spend over £30 and use my discount code, you'll get 5% off. And their prices are already reasonably priced. So it's a sort of a local game shop here in the UK. Yeah, so go check them out. So yeah, I've got loads of bits and pieces left over, as obviously I get all these sets, I make bits and pieces up, generally for Kill Team, which means I have a lot of sort of larger bits and pieces that, yeah, I'm not going to be using these in Kill Team, so I thought I'd have a little bit of a mash-up, get a couple of bits and pieces, and then just put them together and see what I can make. Yeah, as I say, I've got a lot of sort of leftover parts. So rather than just sort of wasting them, I'm going to, well, every now and then I'm going to get a few bits out of a few boxes. Have no idea what I'm going to make. I'm literally just going to cut some bits off and then attach them where I can, and using some filler and other bits and pieces. So to be honest, I'm not even really sure what this figure should be. I just know I want to sort of merge it with some, well, a lot of fleshy bits. So I did do a Great Unclean sort of kit bash some time ago, where I took a Great Unclean one and I kind of merged him in with, well, it's kind of like a tank, I guess. So a few bits left over, and I thought I would do exactly the same. Just because I think it's funny, merging some sort of like fleshy bits with some kind of like robots sort of bits. And yeah, just seeing what comes out of all of that. So guys, if you think this could be used as, well, some sort of player in a Warhammer 40k game, yeah, by all means let me know. As I say, I don't actually play Warhammer, well, other than the Kill Team, and I know this guy is obviously far too big to be yeah, involved in any Kill Team. So obviously the fun bit with doing the kit bashing, so especially as I had no idea what I was really sort of trying to achieve, it was a case of just getting some bits and pieces, offering them up to the main sort of bulk that I've got, and then seeing if I liked it or not. So yeah, this head, I couldn't quite work out how that went together. I kind of, in the end, as you might have already seen, I changed the head out because the head just looked too big and didn't kind of fit. But luckily there was this other smaller looking head, which is the one that sort of fits on that other weird bit I had. Yeah, I kept thinking that was a tongue, but it was not. It was an eyeball. Yeah, it shows how much I know about the Great Unclean one. And yeah, this sort of looked like it would work. And obviously the other thing I always love about the Games Workshop sort of miniatures is the plastic is nice and soft. It's lovely and easy just to cut with snips, which is really good, say when you're doing a bit of kit bashing. The ability, you don't need sort of special tools to really sort of do anything. Yeah, it is good. Again guys, I always say this, but yeah, I'm just a guy sitting at a desk in my living room. I don't have a fancy studio, a workshop, or even a garage or a shed. So yeah, I don't have the kind of tools, well, the kind of tools that I would love to have. I've got a small little Dremel tool which I use every now and then, but to be honest it does make a rather lot of mess, so where possible I prefer just to sort of cut things off really, and then just kind of glue them where I think they'll go really well. So yeah, I really had a variety of bits and pieces here. Again, I had no real sort of plan what I was doing, but I think that's what made this kit bash even more fun. The fact that I wasn't trying to follow a pattern or make this look like something in particular. This really was just a case of every bit and piece I've got sort of lying left over. Yeah, I'm going to find a place for it somewhere. And then just using some cheap milliputs to kind of like fill in any sort of gaps that might be there. As obviously these bits aren't meant to go where I put them, so yeah, there's going to be quite a lot of gaps. I do use some of the green stuff occasionally, but obviously that's quite expensive. Whereas the milliputs are a whole lot cheaper. Possibly you can't really sort of sculpt it as well as the green stuff, but for bulk filling in like the areas that I've got here, yeah, this stuff is perfect. And so you can reasonably sort of sculpt it and maneuver it and, well, make it into things. And I've obviously got a good expensive tool here. My little, well, I think it's about £1 for about 20 odd bits and pieces. Again, guys, yeah, I use whatever's to hand. As much as I would love to have a load of professional gear, sometimes, yeah, just use what you got, and sometimes cheaper is definitely better. But as some areas were just obviously absolutely huge, rather than filling that solidly with a milliput, yeah, I've just shoved some tissue in there, clean tissue, and yeah, shove it in, fill that gap up. I say milliput is cheap, but yeah, sometimes I can be tight, although I prefer to use the word frugal. So yeah, I'm going to fill a gap with something cheaper than milliput, and then just put milliput over the edge and say have a go at sort of sculpting it a little bit. If you can, guys, it'd be great if you could hit the like button, subscribe if you are new here and you like what I do, and if possible, guys, if you can share the video, that would help so much, as obviously I'm still continually trying to grow my channel, and obviously my big milestone that I want to hit is the good old 100,000 subscribers, and I'm sure with your help, yeah, I should be able to get there one day. So yeah, this guy's come along really well. Again, this is where I need to sort of learn when to sort of stop, as I've got lots of little bits and pieces. But yeah, I would say I was just having fun building something really weird and obscure. But again, guys, I've got so many leftover bits and pieces from all the kill teams that I've made. Yeah, I want to do some more sort of kit bashing. I've got a variety of, well, smaller vehicles, so I can have a go at doing something with that. But yeah, if you've got any ideas of what you think I should have a go at making, by all means let me know. I can go and have a little look at some pictures and see if I have got something that I could sort of turn into something else. Yeah, if not, I'm just going to do what I've done here. Get a couple of sprues out and then sort of just make something from what I've got. And just, yeah, see what turns up. So he's just about done. Then I found a couple of these sort of little chaps. I'm not sure if these are from the Wrath of the Soulforge King or if these are from the Nurgle box. Yeah, really not too sure, but I found two of these little chaps. They look fun, little chunky monkeys, and yeah, we'll add them to this this monstrosity. And there we go, one Nurgle baby demon all ready for painting. So I've stuck him on a 100mm base. Yes, again, guys, if you know that this could be used for something, by all means let me know. So yeah, prime in black, good old colour forge there. As always, everything I use, there are links in the descriptions, guys. And yeah, good old slap chop. So he's been dry brushed with white and now ready to slap on, well, some paint. And I'm using the good old Army Painter speed paints, as I really love the results that they sort of give. I do still have my favourite sort of colours from the Army Painter speed paint range. Yeah, I might need to order some more because they are getting pretty low. But yeah, with this guy, say I wanted his skin or flesh to look almost like a normal sort of flesh colour rather than just being a weird looking green. And yeah, obviously quite a lot of metallic on this as well. So I'm using the Army Painter speed paints here. But as I've always said, they go on really well. I mean, the coverage is gorgeous, but they don't really have the same sort of effect as obviously the other sort of speed paints. So that's why I still do a good old sort of wash afterwards, because otherwise they look too neat, too clean, especially on something that is, well, like this. It is a small unclean sort of being, I guess. But yeah, the old black wash, or not black wash, the black speed paint, that always goes on really well. I like the results that always gives. So yeah, guys, let me know what name you think I should call this as well. If someone puts a name down that I really like, then I'll change the thumbnail to have, well, whatever name that you guys decide, really. So yeah, let me know down below, guys, what I should call this this little monstrosity. So yeah, that's him pretty much all done now, apart from obviously he's got a lot of warts and bits and pieces. And this is where I like using the Army Painter War Paints air collection. So this is meant for, well, an air gun, because it's already been sort of like diluted down. I was going to say watered down, but I don't think it's watered down. I'm not too sure what they do to it, but obviously they put some sort of thinner in it, so it goes through an airbrush really well. But I like using this over the top because it does have a little bit of a translucent sort of look to it, which is really good. And yeah, pretty much the last sort of thing to do now, a bit of dry brushing over all the metallic bits, just to give them a little bit of a shine, make them look like they've been knocked a little bit. But yeah, I think with the old wash and a bit of dry brushing, all the metallic comes out, yeah, really well. But again, this is obviously in my eyes, guys. I know we're all different. This is how I like things. You might hate this and prefer obviously something completely different. So his base, I'm keeping fairly simple. As you can see, I've just got some glue on here and an old brush. Putting the glue all around because I've got my little mix of grass here. Basically, this has got 4 different types or colours of grass. Some little bits of, not chalk. What is it? Cork. God, I can't even talk, guys. Yeah, little bits of cork in there and some small stones. And then just sprinkle it all over. And then this guy is ready to sort of see, well, in all his glory. Well, I hope you enjoyed this little kit bash as much as I made, or I enjoyed making him, as, yeah, he's lots of fun. I'm really pleased with how he's come out. I say, I'm not sure if he is kind of usable in a Warhammer 40k game or not, but you guys I'm sure will know, so let me know down below. And yeah, maybe this dude can be used in something. As always, this little chap will probably be on my eBay, so if you want to sort of own this dude and use him, yeah, check out my eBay link down below, guys. Okay, a big thank you to all my lovely patrons, as well as Chaos Cards and the Colour Forge, for helping support my channel every month, and obviously helping me continue sort of making videos, which is just awesome. There's another video on the screen, guys. Give that a click, see more of what I do. If you can, share, like, subscribe, leave comments, that'd be great. You guys all take care. See you in the next one. Bye now.